Content is so important because if you go idle, then there's nothing for me to see your face consistently. McDonald's is everywhere for a reason. We all know McDonald's food is, we know. You know what I'm saying? But then it's on every corner. And the convenience of it is just so convenient, you will eat it. You go like, it's open 24 hours against everybody else, and then it's on every corner. So then the FaceTime that I'm getting consistently doing that, this is what you have to be. You have to be McDonald's. Like, you have to be in their face all the time. The more ways I get to connect to people, the more ways I go like, oh, dang, this is crazy about this person. Some people I never connect with, and they can have some of the dopest music, and then I just see one thing, and I'm like, and then I go listen to their music, and then, like, the crazy thing is, one of my favorite artists that died was Pop Smoke. The odd thing about it is I would not give the chance to listen to Pop Smoke ever. When he was out, I didn't listen to anything he ever played. Oddly, another person put me on to it. And the connection was, he was saying to me, because I was like, yo, I like 50, I like DMX. Like, when I'm naming my top 10, I'm like, Tupac, 50, DMX. And when I say 50 DMX, he was like, yo, it's this kid that sounds like 50 and DMX. And just the connection of that tied me to that. It made me go like, hold on, what's this right here? And then when he played it, I was connected, but then he died 3 days later. So it was like messed up. But then at the same pace, it's just like, anything can tie you to this person. And the more chances that you give someone to tie to you, that's the main thing. Like, I see Rachel's here. One thing about Rachel, which that tied me, was when she started going into what she was posting and started posting all day and saying funny stuff, I got caught up in it. And then now I'm listening to every song like, oh shit, she can sing. But see, the thing is everyone can tell me they can sing. That doesn't mean I'm gonna listen to it. I'm just gonna go like,
but she stayed consistently in our face all day. Just because you look once, when you hit an algorithm, you almost get retargeted. So like the more you post, the more people see you. And then it's like, if I look at you once, all of a sudden, if you keep posting content, you're gonna pop up in my feed every single day. So I just cut you off, but.
Oh good. And even just content just in general, like, because people think you need 1 million fans. No, you just need 100 people to 1,000 people to say you're dope. That's all you need for this to work for you. Because those 1,000 people that constantly stay, as long as you keep making content for them, they'll keep responding. You become their Netflix. Because they're going to pay attention to you just as much as they pay attention to Netflix. They're going to look at you every day. For instance, I would get things because of, like, we get sponsors and stuff like that because I talk shit on my page. So tons of my sponsors would want me to talk shit about them. They'd be like, man, talk shit about my company. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's because I would talk shit every day. It got to the point that people knew me for talking shit. Like, they'd be like, I'd go to shows and they'd be like, man, you're the dude who talk shit all the time. But that's part of who I am. But he told me that. He was like, because I would be out on tour and I just talk crazy all the time. And he was like, you should post that. Started posting it. Everybody started paying attention to it. So it gave another route for people to listen to my music and be attached to me. So it built me more fans and more fans and more fans from different angles. I'm able to grab multiple fans in different aspects of life because then they see different things from me. Some people tag to, like, at one point I was posting my dog tons of times. I would get tons of, like, people that would come to my shows and talk about my dog, which is weird, but it's just like, yo, they're attached to something.
He posted his dog so much he started looking like his dog online. They had the same face. If you go back to some of his old posts, it actually looked the exact same. I was like, all right. Y'all know, if y'all know, you know. But this is the thing. So, like, what he's saying and what we're even saying about Rachel is create content. It doesn't have to be about your music or how cool you are, or this or that. Just be you. And if the more you be, right now it's a trick. Go do reels. Post those reels on TikTok. Post those reels on Snapchat. Post that same piece of content on both. And if you do it twice a day, you're going to win twice as fast. But those are the only things that actually have virality that you'll get in front of new people. Post it. And
another thing you can do is, I always tell people to make content easy. When you make a song, build a rollout to it. And now what a rollout is this. If I make a song and let's say the song is called, what would the song be called? Let's call it.
Pick one of their songs. Someone tell us the name of one of your songs. What? From what? From hell to heaven.
Cool. So now from hell to heaven, you have all these different things you can do. You can go take pictures. You can go. You have your video, so then you of course take pictures the day of your video. You have everything tied to hell and heaven. You have churches. You have places that look satanic in it. All these different things. You have face paint, everything like that. That rollout to that album should be pictures of you looking like a devil, pictures of you looking like an angel, pictures of you at the shoot, pictures of you in a church, pictures of you. All this content needs to just roll out consistently, and that's your promo consistently all the way up.
So one song should have 30 pieces of content to it. And this could be videos about the songs, about the lyrics. It could be behind the scenes of when you shot the video. It could be behind the scenes of the photo shoot. It could be like what inspired this. And if you can create these pictures, these videos, and all these little pieces, it doesn't have to be high-end stuff. You don't have to use big cameras. Use your iPhone or your hopefully you guys have iPhone. If not, use your Android. And create all these pieces of content because that's what's actually going to get you more viral.
That's hate, yo. That's hate. You're hate.
The more pieces of content you do to one thing, is that song has a more viral chance. And then connect it with people. Come up with campaigns for that. Like, how many different people can I get to wear my dark and light hat that I'm wearing that goes from dark to light, hell to heaven? You know what I mean? Just come up with creative ways to get people involved in this and the content around it. And if you do it consistently,
it then becomes, you can probably get all your content in like 3 days. And then that's your content for the entire month. You see what I'm saying? And you give them a little, in between there, you might give them a little excerpt of yourself and stuff like that, and stuff you do, things that you like outside of that. But then that's your 30 days of content. And that's what's going to connect to people, because all those little things that you do prior to releasing the video look like things that they want to do. I remember we shot a video called 100 to a Million. And I would post videos of, we bought out the back of Ocean Prime one night. And we just had tons of fucking fish, and it was just like everything. It's like they had lobster tails, and we had like lobster tails, huge as shit. And we had Ace of Spades bottle that was like this tall. And so I was shooting a video that day, but what I did was I let out all those pictures prior to the video dropping. So people were just sitting there thinking like, man, you wild boy, you doing everything. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm just dropping these pictures all week, like, yo. And then when they finally see the video, they figure out, oh, that's what that is. And then they tie to the music because they've seen that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal in content, to always tag to your consumer.